hustle and grip. I'm nothing like them, I put paper.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A very solid gain of 27.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. To try here for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 yards still to go, third down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Minnesota.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
13 brings up third and less than a yard.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
An inside give to Jones. 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And the Eagles at 8-1 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, Hurts fumbles it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the defense has come up with it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCurda. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Hurts. He gets this one to Mechie. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got it down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
McCarthy is set to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards. And an Eagles first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nifty move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the football going back to the Vikings offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And this is Devon Achane. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Cowboys up by 3, 13-10 at the half. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Michael Pittman Jr. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts lead it by a couple of touchdowns at the half. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. first down. He'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. Gets around him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now the first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Hey, easy, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. A beautiful fake. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 124 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Great.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Yo, touch it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out comes Minnesota. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing is McCarthy. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's McCarthy. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 11. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock. So they'll need to move quickly here on first down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That's caught by Addison. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
First down, Minnesota.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Here's first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, it was wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, this was a very